Hello, my dear friends. It's so wonderful to welcome you back to another exciting episode of the Everyday English Podcast. I'm your host, Sol, and I can't express how thrilled I am to have you joining me once again on this journey to improve our English skills together. In today's episode, we're diving into a topic that countless English learners have asked about: how to start thinking in English instead of constantly translating from your native language. Now, if you've ever found yourself stuck in translation mode, don't worry. You're not alone. This is a common challenge that many language learners face. It's completely normal for our brains to cling to our first language, especially when we're just starting out. But let me share some fantastic news with you. Thinking in English is a skill that can be cultivated with practice. And today, I'm here to guide you on how to embark on that transformative path. As we delve into this topic, I want to emphasize the significance of developing the ability to think in English. Many learners often express feeling slow when they attempt to speak English, and if you can relate to this, you might be surprised to learn why. The main culprit is that pesky habit of mentally translating every single sentence before speaking. While this may seem like a helpful strategy at first, it can severely hinder your fluency and confidence in real-life conversations. You could be familiar with a wealth of vocabulary and grammatical rules, but if you're perpetually translating in your head, your speaking will lag behind. Keep in mind that conversations in English happen at a rapid pace. People don't pause for you to finish translating your thoughts. If you're caught in the translation trap, you may find yourself feeling overwhelmed and struggling to keep up. Moreover, let's be honest, translation isn't always accurate. Every language has its quirks and unique structures. For example, in some languages, adjectives may come after nouns, while in English, they usually precede them. If you try to directly translate word for word, your sentences may come out sounding awkward, or worse, completely incorrect. So, our goal today is clear. We want to shift our thought process toward thinking directly in English instead of relying on our native language. By learning to do this, you'll find that your speaking skills improve significantly. You'll be able to express yourself more effortlessly and sound much more natural in conversations. I'm thrilled to share some practical and actionable tips with you that will help you make this shift. But first, let's explore why we find ourselves translating in the first place and why it's perfectly normal. When you embark on the adventure of learning a new language, it's only natural that your first language acts as a sort of bridge. It provides you with a familiar context as you step into the world of English. However, after a while, you'll want to remove that bridge and step out on your own. Imagine looking at a chair and simply thinking chair rather than translating the word from your own language. Many learners come to me and say, "Sol, I know so many words and I understand the grammar, but when it's time to speak, I just freeze." And I tell them the truth. It's just your brain still caught in translation mode. Now, it's time to get practical. Let's discuss some specific strategies you can start using today to help you begin thinking in English. Together, we can work towards breaking the cycle of translation and unlocking a world of fluent, confident communication. So grab your notepad, settle in, and let's get started on this exciting journey to enhance your English thinking skills. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more valuable insights and tips along the way. Your path to fluency starts now. Are you ready to elevate your English language skills with some effortless daily habits? Here are 5 simple yet effective strategies you can seamlessly integrate into your everyday life. You can start using them immediately. And the best part is, these practices can be woven into your routine each and every day. Let's dive right in. Tip 1. Describe your surroundings. The first and perhaps the most straightforward approach is to begin describing what you observe in your environment. It's incredibly simple. Just take a moment to look around you and mentally articulate what you see in English. For instance, when you step outside, you might think to yourself, "I'm walking to the shop." Notice the details. I see a tall green tree swaying in the breeze. Perhaps you spot a shiny red car parked nearby. There's a bright red car gleaming under the sun. Pay attention to the weather, too. You could say, "It's quite chilly today." Similarly, if you're in your kitchen, narrate your actions. "I'm making a hot cup of tea." Or, "I'm opening the fridge to grab some fresh vegetables." This technique is incredibly versatile. You can practice it anytime and anywhere, especially when you're alone. Don't worry if you stumble on a word. It's perfectly fine. You can easily look it up, jot it down, and by doing this, your memory will strengthen over time. This consistent practice is the building block for what I like to call your English brain, developed step by step. Tip 2. Reflect on your plans. Moving on, another fantastic way to immerse yourself in English is by thinking about your plans for the day. You can start your morning by mentally mapping out your agenda. For example, you might say, "Today, I will study English diligently. Then, I'll head to work by 9 a.m. As the day progresses, reflect on your activities. In the evening, I'll meet my friend for dinner. By nightfall, take a moment to think back on your day. I visited the gym today. I watched an exciting movie. I prepared a delicious dinner, which included chicken and rice." There's no need to write this down or verbalize it out loud. Just keep those thoughts flowing in English in your mind. The more you practice this mental exercise, the more natural it will feel. Tip 3. Embrace visual thinking. Let's talk about a powerful tool, visual thinking. This method helps your brain to function in English without relying on your native language for translation. Here's how to make it work for you. When you see something, a chair, a table, or your beloved smartphone, try to bypass the translation process. Instead of asking yourself, "What's that in English?" and then recalling the word, simply associate the object with its English name immediately. So when you see a chair, think chair without any detours. Practice this with everything you encounter: phone, spoon, book, pen, tree, bus, window, shoes, and dog. The goal is to transform this practice into an automatic response. Soon enough, you'll find that your brain instinctively uses English first. Tip 4. Try shadowing. Now, let's explore the fascinating technique of shadowing, which is one of my personal favorites. The idea here is to listen to a native speaker through platforms like podcasts, videos, or engaging audio materials. As you listen, immediately repeat what you hear, mimicking their tone, pacing, and expression. For example, if the speaker says, "I'm going to the store," respond right away. No hesitations, no translations. This might be a bit of a challenge at first, and that's perfectly okay. Stay persistent. By practicing this for just 5 to 10 minutes a day, you will train your brain to effortlessly comprehend and articulate English, eliminating the need for intermediate translations. Tip 5. Use English during everyday tasks. Last but not least, while you engage in everyday activities, make a habit of using English in your thoughts. When you're out for a walk, think to yourself, "The sun is shining brightly today. The wind is chilly and refreshing." You might notice a dog nearby and think, "There's a dog barking happily." When you're cooking, narrate your actions. I'm washing the rice, or I'm adding a pinch of salt. As you clean, describe what you're doing. I'm sweeping the floor, or I'm folding the clothes. These moments are golden opportunities to practice your English thinking without needing complex vocabulary or sentences. Just articulate what you're doing, similar to how a child learns to speak. By incorporating these tips into your daily routine, you'll be amazed at how quickly your English skills can improve. So go ahead, give them a try, and watch your confidence and fluency soar. Unlocking your brain's potential for learning English can be an exciting journey, my friend. Now let's pull everything together into a simple, manageable daily plan that will make a significant difference in your language skills. It's straightforward and consists of just 4 steps you can easily incorporate into your everyday routine. Let's dive into each step one by one, shall we? Step 1. Start your morning with mindful thoughts in English. As the sun rises and the day begins, take a moment to center yourself before jumping into your usual routine. When you wake up, resist the urge to check your phone right away. Instead, dedicate just 1 minute to think. Yes, think entirely in English. Picture your day ahead. Today, I will go to work. I have a meeting at 10:00 a.m. I want to set aside 30 minutes to study English. Picture these moments vividly in your mind. You can make this a part of your morning rituals. Whether you're brushing your teeth, sipping on your favorite cup of tea or coffee, or just enjoying a quiet moment. This simple practice will help set the tone for your day. Step 2. Describe your surroundings throughout the day. Now, as you go about your daily activities, make it a habit to articulate what you see around you. This can be done subtly, wherever you are. As you walk down the street or sit in a cafe, mentally voice your observations. I see a man walking his dog. A woman is chatting on her phone. I am typing an important email. No need for loud declarations. Just internalize these thoughts in English. If you stumble upon a word you don't know, don't stress. Jot it down and look it up later. You can always revisit it tomorrow. This little exercise helps reinforce vocabulary and enhances your observational skills. Step 3. Engage with English through shadowing. Here comes the fun part. Listening. Find a podcast from my series that resonates with you. Listen closely to how I articulate each word and phrase. Then practice shadowing by repeating what you hear right after. It's okay if you don't get it perfect on the first try. Just focus on practicing consistently, even if it's only for 5 minutes each day. This simple technique boosts your pronunciation and helps you get comfortable with the rhythm and flow of the language. Step 4. Reflect on your day in English before bed. As the day winds down and it's time to relax, take a moment to review your day in a peaceful, contemplative way. Before you drift off to sleep, close your eyes and think about what transpired throughout your day, all in English. For example, I went to the supermarket. I cooked a delicious lunch. I watched a fantastic English video. I called my sister to catch up. This is your time to unwind. No pressure, no stress, just a gentle stream of English thoughts flowing through your mind. Congratulations. You now have 4 straightforward steps to integrate into your daily life. Remember, consistency is key. If you stick with this practice every single day, you'll likely notice a remarkable transformation after just 1 week. After a month can come the rewarding moment when you realize your brain is beginning to use English automatically. Initially, it may feel like only about 10% of your thinking is done in English, and that's a wonderful beginning. With continued practice, you'll see that number grow to 30%, then 50%, and even up to 70%. And finally, the day will arrive when you'll find yourself thinking in English effortlessly, as if it were second nature. This transformation takes time, but trust me, it will happen. I promise. As we wrap this up, remember that thinking in English is a skill that you can cultivate. Be patient and gentle with yourself as you navigate this learning process. Mistakes are simply stepping stones to mastery. Embrace them. Thank you for joining me today on the Everyday English Podcast. I'm Sewell, reminding you to keep thinking in English, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. Until next time, take care and happy learning. Bye for now.